Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Rob from LearnBridge.nyc, and these are the hands that we played during our defense seminar. And I'm just going to take a quick run through of all 12 of these boards, and I'm going to break them down by rounds. We played 3 rounds during our seminar of 4 boards each. So I want to take you through each round and the types of carding that you saw during each of the hands that you played. So let's take a quick look into round one here. These are boards 1 through 4. And we saw a lot of different signals in action, starting with board 1. North and South were playing 3 no trump. So on an auction like this, it's almost always right to lead a major suit, and East has a great suit to lead. They have a 5 card major, so they're just going to lead fourth best from this holding. The question here is going to be, what will the West player do? Right? Which card are they going to play to tell partner what to do next? Because they're certainly not going to be following suit to this first spade lead. So when we see partner lead the 6 of spades and this dummy comes up as West, we're going to be thinking about what do we want to see happen. And when we see the dummy, we can see in the heart suit there's just queen third and dummy, and we have ace, king, jack, 9. This is an amazing holding sitting over the dummy. It's at least 3 tricks. It could potentially be 4 tricks. So when partner leads a spade, we want to get them to understand that we want a heart lead, but we don't want to sacrifice this card to do it because it could certainly be a trick on an auction like this and a holding like this. So instead, we tell a different story by discouraging in as many suits as we can. So on this spade lead, we're going to just pitch the 2 of diamonds and pitch the 2 of clubs, right? But these 2 cards are both going to say the same thing, just in different suits. The 2 of diamonds, because we're discarding, it's an attitude signal. And the 2 of diamonds just says, I do not like diamonds. And hopefully, we'll get to play a club next to clarify the rest of our hand for our partner. And we do right away. North plays a spade, partner wins the ace, and West plays the 2 of clubs. So now they've completed the picture. On the first trick, they played the 2 of diamonds, saying, I do not like diamonds. And on the second trick, they played the 2 of clubs, saying, I do not like clubs. So partner should know that this heart lead is what partner's looking for. And as soon as that happens, you'll take 5 tricks. You've already taken the ace of spades. You'll take all of these hearts, and you'll beat 3 no trump 1 trick. So if you played the 9 of hearts, you actually did well. You knew you wanted a heart and you signaled correctly. But just be mindful of the fact that you don't want to pitch a card that could potentially be a trick. So if you can find a different way to do this, it's going to be much better for you because instead of only making 3, the opponents will be down 1. Board 2 saw another good defensive hand for North and South, and it involved a trump promotion. The auction was pretty simple. East opened a spade, West bid 2 spades. North made a questionable 3 heart bid. It's a very good suit, obviously. It's a little risky considering the vulnerability on this board to be bidding 3 hearts, but for defense purposes, it certainly helps South solidify the correct opening lead on this hand, and that's why we put the bid in there. And East bids 4 spades after this call, and they play 4 spades. Now South is certainly going to lead the 9 of hearts, right? Because they want to show partner that they have a doubleton, and maybe we can get a ruff with this holding in the South hand in spades. So we see North wins the Queen of Hearts and then continues with the ace, and they see the South player complete their high-low, and now they lead the King of Hearts. And here's where we want to send a message as South. We want to make sure that partner leads another heart, because if we're counting and we think partner only has 5 hearts, we should know that when this King of Hearts wins, and we'll see right away, we'll see declare play the Jack before we even make this decision, we want to make sure partner leads another heart because we're holding the perfect cards to get what's called a trump promotion. Notice we have Jack third of spades, and dummy just has 10-9 third. So we can certainly over trump the dummy. And the cool part of this is even if partner has no honors in spades, which they don't, we can get a spade trick, but only if partner leads another heart. When partner leads this heart here, we are going to put declare to an impossible decision that they can't get right. Either they ruff high with one of these cards and we pitch a card away, and now we always get it the Jack of Spades, or more more likely they just don't rough in their hand at all and they just hope we don't have the Jack of Spades. So they just pitch a card and now we get to rough with the Jack of Spades. So here, as soon as partner leads this heart, we're going to beat it a trick, no matter what declare does. But if partner leads anything else, declarer can just draw trump and claim. They'll make the rest of the tricks. So if you take a look here, the only lead that will beat it at this point is another heart. And it's one of those rare situations where it's absolutely correct to give declare a slough and a rough possibility because partner has actually asked for it. They're saying I can over rough dummy. I can at least get above the dummies card, so lead that heart and let's take our four tricks. Board three was a cool hand for North South defensively. The East West players are going to get to play two spades. It's possible that North would take more action on this hand. They might balance with a double over two spades also, and now maybe North South will play three hearts, but for defense purposes, we're only going to play two spades on this hand. And North has the most normal lead of all time. They lead the ace of diamonds. And they see that South will give that attitude signal. That 10 of diamonds here by South just says, I like what just happened. I like that lead. I want you to continue this suit for some reason or another. And we can see South wants him to continue because South has the potential to get a rough in this suit. But as we see, North cashes the king. South completes their high-low signal. So at trick three, North cashes the queen of diamonds. And now South knows they do not have to trump, so they pitch away a card that's going to be helpful for their partner. And this is going to tell partner what to lead next. This eight of clubs, remember, our attitude signals are going to come when partner leads an honor for sure, and that was the first signal we made on this hand. The 10 of diamonds was certainly, hey, I like diamonds, and now we see why because we're out of them. And the 8 of clubs says, hey, I like clubs as well. We can tell that if partner has one diamond left, declare has none left, right? So they're not going to be continuing the diamond suit. They're going to need another card to play from their hand. And we're telling them with this card as South, we're saying, hey, I have something good in clubs. You can lead that suit. And that's exactly what happens. North should lead a low club. And we get to continue a club, which is the only good option here. We see that North wins the king. And if North is paying attention, they'll know that we pitched a club. So a good opportunity for another trick would be maybe we're getting a rough. And as you can see, we can take the first six tricks on board number three. And that's just with good attitude signals, folks. If this hand, the South player has to give two good attitude signals. Clearly, we like diamonds. And then, when we have a chance to pitch another card, we're going to tell partner we like clubs as well. And that gets us the perfect defense where we get to take the first six tricks. Board 4 saw a good opportunity for East-West to use trump suit preference. This is that free signal you get when you have useless trump cards in your hand. And we'll see what we're talking about here. We see the Queen of Hearts get led, the most normal lead, right? Top of touching honors. Very safe lead to get out of our hand and hopefully develop a trick. North wins with the Ace of Hearts. They could win with the King and Dummy as well. But the signal that matters most on this hand is the first time that North-South play trump. West on this hand has a clear desire for a diamond lead. However, they're not going to win any tricks in the trump suit, right? They have 9 small of trump. They're certainly not going to win a trick with this holding. So they want a way to tell partner to lead a diamond if they happen to get in, right? It doesn't look like Declare is going to want to lead a diamond taking a look at our holding in this suit, right? They're certainly not going to be our friend anytime and lead this suit before they get a chance to take their tricks. So if partner's going to get in, we want to tell them something useful. And that's what we use trump suit preference for. When they lead a spade, we get to tell our partner what suit we prefer out of the ones remaining. And take a look early, we already got the signal that we didn't like hearts, right? So East saw our 2 of heart signal, which said, hey, I don't have anything useful. And obviously partner saw North win the ace. And the king is still in dummy, so we can't possibly like that suit anyway. But this second signal is the big one. When we play the 9 of spades here, and then partner gets to see us play the deuce of spades. But even if they just started with the 9, this says, hey, I like the higher ranking suit. if we played the deuce and then the nine, we would be saying the exact opposite. We would either be saying, I like the lower ranking suit, or typically, if we just have no preference, we will play low high. So the high low, the higher card first, is always I prefer the higher ranking suit. So it's a little more clear cut. So when you see this as East, especially if you get to see two of these, because now partner gets to confirm this signal by playing the deuce, we have to assume that partner wants the higher ranking suit because that's exactly what they asked for. And take a look at how hard it's going to be for East to figure this out if they don't get that signal. They're essentially guessing between both of those minor suits. They don't know which one partner has, but partner told them with this trump suit preference. And that's just a free way to gain information. Now, we're not always going to be able to use this, guys. Sometimes we're going to have like an honor and a small trump. We're certainly not going to give suit preference if we might be taking a trick with an honor. But when you have worthless trump and you get a chance to do this, it's one more way to talk to your partner on defense. So don't forget to use this, and don't forget to pay attention even when you think it's useless, right? The declares drawing trump, you're like, okay, this is, wait till this is over, we'll figure out what's going on. Keep watching, right? Partner can tell you stuff in these spots, and you can tell your partner things as well. So take that opportunity.